Do we need to adjust that camera?
Yeah, we will. Test,
I guess if I
test.
sit down, it's better.
Yeah, I feel like we always end up standing during the live streams, but we can always start like this, you know?
See how that goes.
See how that goes. Okay, I think we're live.
I think that's your phone.
That is my phone.
Whew. It has been a journey to get to this moment right here.
We made
Journey.
it.
Like there was a moment where I was feeling a little nauseated from the rush.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I did not tell you was I left work tonight. Hey guys, I went into the studio for the first time today and worked. Left work tonight in a rush to get here, and my Jeep wouldn't start.
Oh,
And I was like, okay,
nice.
I guess the show's not happening tonight. And I sometimes my Jeep does that, and I have to mess with the battery, like it disconnects easily. But it hasn't done that for a very, very long time. And so I was like messing with a couple things, like just trying a couple things, and I turned my headlights on,
Yeah?
and my Jeep just came to life.
What?
Like everything turned on. Like it was good. We're good to go.
Whoa.
And that was a lot of adjustment there. Anyway, so then I went to go start the Jeep, and it turned over, and everything was good, and I hit the road to get here.
Well, now I feel tall. Should I sit?
Or should I stand?
Now it just looks like you're a little kid.
Stand.
You sure you want to stand? I can sit. I mean,
No,
it
I've
is a
been standing
tea.
all day. It's no big deal. It's
It is
fine.
a tea party. You've been
don't-
standing all day?
I
You stand at your desk at work?
I do, because it's that high top one, and every time we were just like on air talking, I would stand up the whole time, like we're doing right now.
You know what? I was really concerned whenever. Oh wait, I forgot to put up the chat. Hey, what's up, David? What's up, Sam?
Hi, Sam.
I
Long time no see. I
I
haven't seen you in a while. Hi, David.
I never made a post. People kept asking if we were going to be live tonight. I was like, yeah, of course we're going to be live tonight. I never made a post.
Also, the camera's still.
I know.
Hi, Bobby. I know. You know what? I think people are going to have a little bit of forgiveness because it was an insane day today. I had to run into work this afternoon. My power went out. But I went into work before I knew my power was going to be out in preparation for the idea that my power may go out because we knew that there were storms coming today. And so I spent the day at the radio station and found out that, yeah, my power did go out along with
Really?
like 40,000 other people's power.
Our power never went out.
That's good.
It did start flickering though while I was doing show prep, and I was like, if I have to write all of this out again, I'm going to be ticked. Because I actually did typing
Thanks, son.
today, Rebecca. What's up, Bobby and
ew.
Julie? Hey,
My mom just said, hey, Beba. Hi,
Mrs.
Mom.
Gleason.
I'm okay. The weather was a little crazy, but we didn't get any tornadoes. She sent me a text message.
Is that my
Hold on.
mother-in-law?
Stormy just chased a bear out of the yard, and it
loud?
was a big one.
Bear.
My mom's little dog, I think it's a Shih Tzu.
Watch your mouth. Come on, Rebecca. Family friendly. Holy cow.
My mom's little dog, with a little fluffy tail, chased a bear out of her yard in Georgia.
Jeez. Richard says hi from the dead. You are not dead. You could
Richard-
not type if you were dead.
Richard had surgery today. Richard, we're so glad that you're doing good. Your wife let me know. Be careful what you type. I'm sure you're heavily medicated right now. So
Ooh.
think it through.
Could
Think
be a
it
good
through.
show then.
David said, hi, Jay Wes. Yes.
He's gone.
I don't know what we're doing for tonight, except for I know there is tea because Nathan had to plan everything today, and some of that tea was still steeping. So, yes, Jay Wes.
And you know, if I
bringing
planned
the
it,
tea.
it's going to be way over the top as far as preparation and things involved goes, which is why Jay West is running back and forth.
But I think we're good. That was the last of it.
That's the last of it.
Okay.
6 of them. Thank you so much, Jay West. All right. In that case, we're ready to go live.
We're ready to start. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we're live, but we're
Oh,
ready to like
we're
actually
ready to
start the
start
show
recording,
and
yeah.
record stuff.
Episode 168, Rebecca. We've almost made it to 170.
We're so
guess.
close.
You know, is
That's
that a
been our
goal?
goal like all along, 170.
Yep. All right. Let's get this baby started.
All right, let's do it.
Woo!
Shall we begin?
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
It's time. It's time. Did you just say it's time?
Stay calm.
Vent Lab.
Do it live.
Hold on! Her sister was a witch! And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, girl!
Rebecca, welcome to
Hi.
episode 168.
I'm here.
It could be a gruesome episode. I'm just letting you know that right off the bat. Anybody watching with kids, any kids that are watching, just know you could be scarred from today's episode.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on just by the intro music.
I'm going to tell you, okay?
Okay.
We are going to learn some things today that you probably never wanted to know.
Ryan says I'm slightly terrified, and I am as well.
Imagine me in my room, in the basement, in a storm, doing this show prep by myself. That was terrifying. And so now I'm gonna bring you all along in this journey of terrifying knowledge. We're also gonna have a tea party.
That doesn't sound so scary.
So that's fun.
Did you put something in the tea that shouldn't? Like, is it going to be like one of these teas has poison? One of us is going to die by the end of this.
Well, little spoiler alert. All of them have poison in them,
Oh.
but I have been incrementally been taking the poison throughout the past month in preparation for today's show.
Ryan says this feels like the Halloween episode. Also
You know?
feels like the Princess Bride. What was that, iocane powder that
I
he
have
built up an immunity to?
No idea.
My darling Wesley.
So shall we get started? This is going to be a very one-sided episode, and I'll tell you why.
The inconceivable.
You keep using that word. I don't think that word means.
I don't think you know what that means.
what do you think
I
it
don't think that-
means.
Yeah, you got it.
But yeah, today is going to be kind of one-sided because I did the show prep. Rebecca is doing the show in a
Okay.
way. Okay, because today there was severe weather. Rebecca was in the studio
And I did severe weather show.
while I was doing severe show
Did
prep.
any of you hear me live today? Like, I was so scared. Like, I thought I was going to die. I texted Nathan and was telling him how scared I was. Sam was in my ear, like, talking me through it. Like, take a deep breath. You know what you're doing. It's been over a year since I have sat in that studio and done, like, a live newscast. And I don't know why, but it was so scary. And
So scary.
I did it with,
Well, good job.
like, just a couple tiny little teensy mess ups. But, like, nothing
Come
big.
on, you're only human.
Nothing big.
It's expected. It's to be expected.
Sam, did I do a good job today?
Sam, just
Okay.
say yes. Regardless, just say yes, please. So, Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
We all grew up listening to fairy tales.
Uh-huh.
Listening to Ryan asked if the station went off the air for about 3 seconds.
Not that I'm aware of. Are you talking about the moment when Sam was not playing the show that he was supposed to play?
Probably.
At the moment he
yeah.
was supposed to play it?
Yeah, probably dead silence there. That happens.
That's on Sam.
Blame Sam. Anyway, we all know the beginnings and ends of common fairy tales. Okay, we'll be going over a few today. Pinocchio is one.
Okay.
Cinderella is one.
Pinocchio's kind of a creepy story. That one always scared me.
Oh, you're gonna find out. Little Mermaid, that's a good one.
I love Little Mermaid. That's one of my favorites.
Little Red Riding Hood. That's not even a Disney movie, but it's a fairy tale.
And I like the like new version of it. the
Hoodwinked?
Hoodwinked. Oh my gosh, that is so great.
And Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. Those
Snow White
six
always
we are
annoyed me.
touching on today.
Sleeping Beauty. I would love to have been her.
Well, you say that now. We'll see if you say that at the end of the
Shoot.
podcast.
Okay.
So,
okay.
without further ado, Rebecca, I'm going to ask
Sing
a
for me,
question.
Ariel, should I sing the song where
Please,
when the witch
nope.
takes her voice and
Nope,
she goes,
nope. I'm just going to go. I'm muting it for you all. No offense. I feel like that was really rude, actually. And then we have teas that we're going to try because I thought we're talking about princesses and stuff. We got to have a tea party.
a princess tea party?
Right? And I also have to have filler for the show because this idea can't take up 30 minutes.
This is like a friend level upgrade. We're having a princess tea party together.
Yes, which I have been a part of tea parties in my life.
Sam asked me
A lot
if
of
there was
sisters.
something wrong between us, like if we were arguing again, because he said that like we just didn't seem like we were doing very well last show.
Oh,
And then I remember we hosted the morning show for Life 88, and
we were tired.
we felt like we had done an all-nighter because we'd literally done like 3 jobs in one day.
We were very tired. Okay. So I have teas that go along with each story. However, with the exception of this first one, and we're just going to start off with Pinocchio because I couldn't find any tea that has to do with Pinocchio. So I've never seen Pinocchio, the movie.
That's a good start.
Have you?
I have.
How does it end? Spoilers, by the way.
He becomes a real boy.
He becomes a real boy. Okay. Well, riddle me this, Rebecca. How does the actual original story of Pinocchio end? Does it end with Pinocchio being thrown off a cliff and broken into splintered pieces?
Gosh.
Does it end with him being hung from an oak tree and spasming until he
None
dies?
of these sound like good options.
Does it end with Pinocchio being beheaded and his parts tossed into a river as a warning to other bad boys? Or D, does it end with Honest John and Gideon? Do you remember Honest John and Gideon? The cunning fox and his mute
Yes,
sidekick
I
cat?
do. Mm-hmm.
Does it end as them dressing up as bandits and murdering Pinocchio by stabbing him in the back?
Ryan says termites. That wasn't an option, though.
If I had thought of that, that would have been a really good one.
I'm going to say throwing him off a cliff.
You're going with A, they threw him off a cliff and he was broken into splintered pieces?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Do I have to drink the poison now?
Yes. Yep. If you go ahead and grab the left cup, please. Not the right.
Like a lot there.
Just grab the left cup. You want to know the answer?
The black cup?
Yeah, actually, it is actually the very far left. The what is that called? Here Be Dragons. All of these are from Savoy Tea Company. Also, I got this idea from Rhett and Link. These first few questions are pulled verbatim from their video from 3 years ago. So if you guys want to go watch that, you can figure out. Anyway, so this tea is called There Be Dragons. Here Be Dragons.
David guessed A as well.
A as well. Well, I'll tell you what, you're all wrong. It's B. Pinocchio was hung from an oak tree and spasmed till he died.
Gosh. It's kind of like cannibalism because he was made out of a tree and then he was hung in a tree.
That is actually a very strange way of looking at that. No, but
would call it
the fox
insightful.
and the cat, they hung him, and because he's like wood or whatever, he can't actually die from being hung, and so he's just kicking around like all day, and they're like, all right, well,
That sounds like good
we're
news.
gonna call it a night. We'll come back and see you in the morning. And then at some point in night, he just gave up. And Pinocchio was like, well, guess I'll die.
He
so
can't die, but he decided, well, I can't die this way,
he just
but
gave up.
I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is very good tea, by the way.
It's a green tea, and it is good.
What's it called again?
Here Be Dragons.
Here Be Dragons.
Here Be Dragons. Nothing to do with Pinocchio at all. Had I got Mulan, speaking of which, you want to know how Mulan died, or how Mulan ended?
How?
She was
was a
forced to be
a hero
prostitute,
warrior?
and then she killed herself.
Okay. Question. Is Nathan wearing Rebecca's shirt from last week? Negative. Nathan has his own shirt. We have a lot of clothes that match because we like to match from time
We
to
were
time.
matching. It was
No,
a trick
that's
question.
that's our logo.
Well, it's our
that's
old logo before.
And I have
a
not
friend-
made new T-shirts yet with the
Yeah,
new
so
logo.
don't buy this one unless you just want like
a vintage throwback.
a vintage throwback. Yeah, you could, whenever we're big and everything, you'd be like, I have that shirt from that.
Why is the real ending
logo.
of these fairy tales so horrible?
I don't know actually, but they're all horrible.
Okay.
For instance, Cinderella. How does Cinderella end? She goes
She
to
marries the prince.
the prince, and they get married. They have the ball and
He finds
everything
the
like
shoe,
that.
and then he finds her, and the shoe fits, and they get married.
Okay, well, in
If
the
the shoe fits.
original, if the shoe fits, if the in the original Cinderella story, does it end by, or okay, these aren't necessarily endings; they're just happenstances near the ending of the story. Okay.
Okay.
Do the stepsisters beat Cinderella so hard she bleeds, and then the prince finds her by finding a trail or by following a trail of blood? Do the stepsisters cut off Cinderella's feet, but then the prince finds out and reattaches them with the help from the fairy godmother, then pulls the ears off of the stepsisters as punishment? Just, I don't even know how he does this.
Sounds pretty
Strong guy.
crazy.
Or do one of the stepsisters cut off her toes and the other one cuts off her heel, so that they can fit in the slipper. And then the prince realizes they're frauds when he sees
blood is
blood
gushing
all over
everywhere.
their shoes. Or D, does Cinderella
hole in their
command
plan.
her mouse friends to chew out the stepsister's eyes the night before the royal wedding?
I am gonna say that her feet got ripped off, and their
Supposed to do this.
her feet got ripped off, and their ears were ripped off as punishment. It sounds like the most crazy one, and so I'm gonna go with that one.
Well, Rebecca,
Uh-huh.
you're wrong again. Man, I really should have come up with like a punishment. I didn't realize you were going to be so wrong all the time.
I didn't realize these were gonna be just so horrid.
Oh, they are very horrid. David said D, Cinderella commands her mouse friends to chew out the stepsister's eyes the night before the royal wedding. That is wrong as well.
Okay, good, because I wanted to leave Cinderella with a sweet spirit.
I'll give you, that was kind of a trick answer because the mice don't appear in the original story. They were doves, and they do
You
pluck
have
out.
bamboozled us all.
They do pluck out the stepsister's eyes. They pluck out like one from each, and then they go the other way. Oh, hey, Angel. We're talking about Cinderella.
Hi,
and then
Angel.
whenever they're leaving the ball or something, they pluck out the other eyes, and so they're blind. Anyway, no, the correct answer is C. One of the stepsisters cuts off her toes, and the other one cuts off her heel so that they'll fit
No.
in the shoe.
That was such a terrible plan. Of course there was going to be blood everywhere. There's no way that would work. And it was a glass slipper, so you can see that your parts of your feet are missing.
Well, you can thank the evil stepmother for that one because she was like, listen, just cut off part of your heel.
Whatever it takes, girls.
Whenever you're queen, you're not going to be walking around anyway. That's legitimately what she told him. Great advice from her mother. So for this one, we have a tea that's called Princess Tea.
Nathan's going to get this one.
I got it. Look,
Thanks.
it's called Princess Tea because Cinderella, and this is a hibiscus tea. Oh my gosh, you smell it?
It smells like Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Wait, it smells like Kool-Aid.
oh no, she's find out. She is find out. It tastes like Kool-Aid. It tastes like hot watered down Kool-Aid.
I would not have described it like that, but you are correct.
It tastes like.
It's good. It's good. I wouldn't be my first choice, but it's
Maybe you got to sip it, you know, like they say with tea. To really aerate it. Nope, just tastes more like Kool-Aid. It's just hot Kool-Aid. Speaking of which, have you ever had hot Kool-Aid?
no. Angel says Cinderella is a horrific story. Same as the real story behind Ariel the Mermaid.
Okay,
which I'm
Angel,
sure we're about to
you
find
shut
out
your mouth.
about.
That's later on. Don't you dare.
How does Angel know everything? When we have Sam says Pinky's out. Yes, we. Did you drink yours already?
I already drank all my
Okay, next
drunk.
one, next
Wow,
one.
my grammar's terrible today.
Okay, so when we have our morning meetings for KMBZ, Brian Locke is like the smartest guy I've ever met in my life. I don't know how he knows all of this information. Though he has some holes in his education because he didn't know anything about the other guys when I brought that up at the meeting.
Office Pop, hello.
Once I started talking about the other guys, I felt smart because I was like, I know this stuff, but he doesn't know this stuff.
Aim for the bushes.
You can have all the history in the world, but if you don't know anything about the other guys,
Why are you even thinking?
made me feel like Brian and I are on the same level there.
You ready for the next
Yes.
trivia?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
Rebecca.
going to get this one.
This one is about Sleeping Beauty.
Because
Remember?
Angel's listening. He's going to tell me.
Oh, it's Desk Pop. I said Office Pop. It's Desk Pop. Good call. Remember earlier whenever you said you wish you were Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah?
In the story of Sleeping Beauty, first off, remind me how this one ends. I've only seen it once, and I was very young, and it scared me.
You two slurping is the worst ASMR ever.
Yeah, I agree. How does Sleeping Beauty end? She pricks her finger, right? Is that Sleeping Beauty?
Yes. So she pricks her finger on a spinning wheel, and then she falls into a deep sleep, and only true love's kiss can wake her.
And then it ends by Prince Philip coming in and...
I don't know if it's Philip. The prince kisses her.
Okay.
I never know the prince's name.
Yeah. Well, in the original story, it's a king. So
So the king. He was married.
well, here we go. Okay, Rebecca. In the original Sleeping Beauty, did this happen? A. Phrasing. I gotta figure out how to phrase these things. A. The king burns his wife so he can marry Sleeping Beauty instead. Does B. The queen is so jealous of Sleeping Beauty that she attempts to cook and serve Sleeping Beauty's children to the king.
Wait, how does Sleeping Beauty have children already?
C. Sleeping Beauty marries the king even though he took advantage of her in her sleep.
Oh, gosh.
Or D. All of the above.
Oh, I'm going to go a D, all of the above.
You gotta at least let me like get the music potted up. You're killing me.
I'm
here.
going to go a D, all of the above.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Maybe I should start the music as I'm reading. You think that would be... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it is D, all of the above. Congratulations,
Oh, why
Rebecca.
is this so horrible? And how did Sleeping
That's the wrong
Beauty
button.
have children?
You want me to explain that?
No, I think I know how it happens.
C. Sleeping Beauty marries the king even though he took advantage of her in his sleep.
Oh,
He impregnated her with twins.
and she gave birth in her sleep?
That's how she woke
That's
up.
the way to go.
That's how she woke up in the original.
Giving birth.
Yes.
Before or after?
What do you mean
Or
before or
during?
after? It always happens after.
She gives birth?
Yeah, before he...
I would prefer to give birth while I was sleeping.
Oh.
You were talking about the taking of advantage.
Yeah, I was.
Angel, yup.
I don't know if she woke up before or after. The story says during, and it's terrifying. And then the queen attempts to cook. Notice the word attempts to cook.
So
She was stopped.
just burned him real bad.
And then the king was like, "How dare you try to burn my kids? I'm gonna burn you, you dummy."
You know how like as years go by, sometimes you make adjustments to stories and things because it's not like culturally appropriate anymore. So I thought that was only like happening like now, and now I realize like there was a time where these stories had to be culturally appropriated at some point. So yeah,
So this tea, Rebecca,
it's boiling hot.
is called Bedtime Story.
It'll boil you from the inside.
Oh gosh, like her
Where did
children,
you
am I
find
right?
all of these teas, like to.
I got them all at Savoy Tea Company.
David said, family-friendly show.
Not today, brother. I'll drink to that. Oh, this actually tastes familiar.
Yeah, why? Oh, it has mint in it. Nathan, you hate mint.
This tastes like your
What are
poop
you
tea.
doing?
This tastes like your poop tea.
That is what it tastes like. I hope it's not the poop tea because I have something I have to do in the morning.
A bedtime story. That's a different kind of bedtime story.
Rude awakening.
Yeah, no. This is another
This is for Angel right here.
herbal hibiscus tea or something like that.
Ooh, Pinky.
Oh, Pinky's out. Shoot. That kind of hurts, right? To stick your pinky out like that?
No.
No?
I don't know what's
Just
wrong
me?
with you.
Okay. All right.
That was an okay tea. It was
Yeah.
very familiar, and then I realized, yeah, my poop tea. That's,
Bedtime story, Sleeping Beauty. You see the,
poop
connection?
tea is called
here?
Smooth Move. If you are backed up, that is the tea to drink.
And boy, oh gosh.
Be prepared for violent cramping in like 8 hours later.
You think these stories are violent? You should see the violence that comes after drinking Rebecca's poop tea. Am I right? Oh boy, family friendly, family friendly show. Okay, Rebecca. Angel, feel free to answer on this one because this one is about Little Mermaid. And if I got some details wrong, don't call me out. Just roll with it, okay?
Did you make up like the multiple choice things from these?
I made up one of these, and basically D. I made up D for all of them. The other ones I stole from Rhett and Link.
Wait, did you just tell me that that D is the one you made?
Shoot! You tricked me! Oh, frick!
I wasn't even trying.
Aw,
I just didn't know if you like got these from somewhere.
Oh,
else.
you evil. No, I said in the very beginning, I stole these from Rhett and Link. You guys can go watch the video. Dang it. All right, well, you still have a
No,
1 in
it's
3
not
chance.
D.
Except for Sleeping Beauty. That one was all the above. I didn't make that one up. And the very last one, I'm just going to tell you, I made all of those.
Okay.
Most of those. All but one of those. I wrote all of those. I should say that. I wrote all of those.
Ryan says, "Don't worry. Last week, she missed the answer with the answer at the end of
That's
the
That's true. That's true. Okay, Rebecca.
I had not slept a lot last week.
Little Mermaid. I've never
Yes.
seen Little Mermaid 2, but I have seen Little Mermaid 1 quite a bit. So how does it end? she gets her voice from
She-
Ursula. She goes and she sha-la-la-la-la kisses
Yeah, so
Prince
anyway,
Eric.
no, Prince Eric never kisses her in time before the sun sets. Her father, like, she ends up turning back into a mermaid, and there's like this huge battle in the ocean, and her father, who's like King Merman, ends up like taking down the queen, like the octopus queen.
Ursula. Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
real big.
Yeah, like outside of the water. Like, she must have been massive. Anyway, takes her down. Well, then he sees Ariel crying, and he's like, she's in love. And so he points this big fork thing at her, and then she ends up having legs and living happily ever after with this guy that she knew for like 30 seconds.
We've all been there, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right. Well, in the original one, it didn't end up quite like that. So answer me this, Rebecca.
She ended up on somebody's dinner plate.
In the original Little Mermaid, did the Little Mermaid end up having to rip out the throat of the prince and toss it into the sea in order to live?
Trident, yes, thank you. Or Big Fork, which one?
In
Whichever.
exchange, that was also his name, was King
Also,
Trident. In exchange
Dinglehopper.
for her life, the Little Mermaid is given a knife to murder the prince with, and when she refuses, she's turned into sea foam. C, in order to ensure that their love is forever, the Little Mermaid must kill the prince's parents to ensure there's no other heirs. Or D, I don't even know why I bother reading this. The Little Mermaid turns into a daughter of the air and is told she will eventually ascend into heaven on the condition that the children all over the world are well behaved.
Wait, you made that up?
He just answered the freaking question.
good.
Maybe I didn't. Who knows? You want to guess that
I'm
one?
gonna go with C.
In order to ensure
She
that their
killed his
love is
parents.
forever, the Little Mermaid must kill the prince's parents to ensure there's no other heirs. Rebecca? You're wrong. It wasn't C. It was B.
Dang it!
In exchange for her life, the Little Mermaid is given a knife to murder the prince with. And when she refuses, she's turned into sea foam. So, guys, whenever you visit the ocean, you see that sea foam. It's dead mermaids. Yeah, so the way the story goes, D wasn't entirely...
Richard.
You could have answered D, and it would have been correct. Because here's what happened.
Okay.
She turns into sea foam. The daughters of the air are like, nah, that sucks. Let's grab her and turn her into a daughter of the air. So basically, she becomes a daughter of the air, and then
So they
they're
like
promised,
vaporize her.
basically, and then they're promised, hey, as long as like this amount of good children exist, then you'll go to heaven. But I think as the story goes on, it becomes pretty apparent early on that
We know children, and
there's
just not a lot
it's
of
just
them.
not possible for that many good children to exist. So she ends up not getting to go to heaven anyway.
Well,
So,
that
you know,
sucks.
sucks to be Ariel. Should we try some more tea? I got one.
You got a lot of tea, actually. Do we have 3 more left?
Yeah. This one's called Miracle of the Mermaid. No of the, just Miracle Mermaid. Miracle Mermaid tea.
That was close, because I was like, I don't think there's an of the in there.
You would have tried to Google this and it would have been so embarrassing.
Oh, it smells really good.
Does it?
It tastes kind of like sea foam.
Oh my gosh. It kind of tastes good.
Like I'm drinking dead mermaid.
Yeah.
No, this is scrumptious. What is that?
Pineapple pieces, mango pieces,
there you
apple
go.
pieces, organic rose hips, organic hibiscus flowers, organic rose petals, and all natural flavors. Miracle Mermaid Tea from
Where did you-
Savoy Tea Company. You
Yeah, I was
keep
going to say, where
asking.
did you get this from?
They're all the same. I got them all in one place. Savoy Tea Company.
It is very yummy. This is a
Mm.
great tea. Can I keep this tea?
You can keep all of this. I don't know how to brew tea.
Aw, thanks, Nathan.
Mmm. It's got a light color too. I like that color. You know? Yours is in a mug. Get wrecked. What a beautiful color. Ooh, get the flavor notes. Can you taste the mango?
Pineapple,
Yeah?
mango,
Okay.
hints of rose hips.
No.
That's all I'm getting.
Really? You didn't get the peach? Ooh, what about there?
Peach, got it.
You got it? You got it?
Yep,
Yay!
yep.
Some good tea, fellas.
And ladies.
And ladies, fellers. What's the female version of a?
Do we have any ladies? Because right now it's all guys in the chat.
That's fine.
For our Princess Tea Party, we are having a male-dominant Princess Tea Party.
Rebecca, have you ever been to a tea party in your life?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Me too. High five. At my tea parties that I used to go to, with the Yardley family, they have 9 girls and 1 boy, but so that explains why they had a lot of tea parties. Also, my sisters were best friends with their daughters, and I didn't have any friends. This was before Grant came around. Anyway, we would have tea parties, but I would just end up taking shots of sugar.
That
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected anything less.
It was a good time. Okay, so we did Sleeping Beauty. Also, by the way, do you understand now why you don't want to be Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
And we did Little Mermaid. Don't want to be a mermaid. Snow White.
She's so annoying, that whiny voice.
She has quite the power over birds, though. In Shrek, she can command all of the animals to like attack people. She's very, very powerful in Shrek. How does it end in Disney's Snow White? It's a very old movie.
I
so
mean,
I've
I
never seen
remember that she ate the apple and she like
No.
she didn't die, but like she was like practically dead. And then the dwarfs or whatever, like they put her to bed, and then
That must have taken a lot of dwarfs, like at least 7.
a prince came and kissed her too. So
What is with guys and kissing girls who are asleep?
who are asleep? Yeah, it's basically like Sleeping Beauty again,
You know what? They needed safe words
but
back
better.
then.
She was asleep. She couldn't say anything.
All right. Well,
What she needed was a BFF, stand guard of her body.
here is how the original Snow White ended. Did it A?
Rebecca, your Snow White impression was spot on. Thank you, honey.
Jay West
Jay
left
West,
that.
not Nathan, or anybody else who would be texting.
The evil queen attends Snow White's wedding and is forced to put on red-hot iron slippers and dance until she dies.
Oh,
The prince forces Snow White to give up their children to the evil queen in exchange for peace. Snow White learns of
how
the
that would
prince's
bring peace.
infidelity and burns his eyes out with hot coal while he's sleeping.
Whoa, read that again.
Snow White learns of the prince's infidelity and burns his eyes out with hot
Oh,
coal.
so like he had another girlfriend.
Yeah, and she found out.
Okay.
She went whole crazy X. Or D,
That's
the
more
evil
Tina.
queen succeeds in killing Snow White and feeds her organs to the dwarves.
I would say D, except for you said you made that.
Shut up! I spent 4 hours doing this stuff today. I'm not
I think
great at it.
Angel, where you at on this one? I'm going to go with the children were sacrificed for peace.
The prince forces Snow White to give up their child to the evil queen, their children or their child to the evil queen in exchange for peace.
Richard, I told you to be careful of your texting on medication. Jay West is Rebecca's Princess Charming.
Prince, he spelled it correctly. Princess Charming. It's not prince. He didn't say princess. He just
It
said
could be
princess.
pronounced princess.
David says B as well.
Is that the children sacrifice thing?
Yep. And you're all wrong. It's A.
What was A?
Oh, Ryan says, Nathan, you could go off script and change D. And well, now you say that. Yeah, I should have. All right. Well, anyway, it is A. In fact, the evil queen attends Snow White's wedding and is forced to put on
like
red
the
hot
hot
iron
slippers.
slippers and dance until she dies.
She would be dancing a lot, like, you know, when you try to get a chicken to dance on the stage, you light a fire under the stage to get the chicken to start dancing. She was dancing because her feet were hot.
You do that?
That's how you get a dancing chicken. Kind of shocked you didn't know that.
I've never, I guess, tried to.
You're gonna give me the
Oh,
cup this
sorry, I
time?
forgot.
Okay.
I was reading the chat. So this one is called.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
I gotta pull this one over. Oh, I'm not even on screen. It's called White by Mudan. Is that how you would pronounce
I
that?
believe that's White by Mudan.
Okay, Mudan. All right.
You
Well,
pronounced that wrong.
anyway,
Clown.
I guess Mulan did almost make it into this. Mudan, you get anyway, it says white in it, so Snow White. You know, it makes sense. It's getting colder as we go on with the show.
I'm not sure if this would have been better when it was hot. There's really not a lot of flavor. I feel like I'm drinking water.
This does just kind of taste like water.
You too? Okay, let me try and slurp it again.
It doesn't even like have any flavor notes. Ingredients is premium white bay by Mudan tea.
I don't know what white Mudan.
I mean, you could drink this like iced, you know, but it just
If you
know
want
what this
some
tastes
ice
like?
water.
You know what this tastes like? This tastes like you went to Burger King, you got a Coke, you drank it all, and then you left it in your car and the ice melted, and then you came back
You
and
are
drank it.
so right. Oh my gosh, that is what this tastes like.
Nothing quite like it.
Nailed it.
Delicacy. Maybe it's better if it's hot.
We are so good at like thinking up like flavors. Like this tastes like, yeah, we're good at that.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could do like a career in that
Of tasting.
of like, man, the melted ice in your empty Coke. Yeah. That's accurate.
Does this have notes of melted ice? Tiny bit of Coke, just a little bit left over.
Oh, hey, Grace.
Grace, you wanna come on
say
camera?
hi?
I don't have any troll questions, but lo and behold, here's Grace. You guys ever seen that movie, Trolls?
Oh, Richard called it Beauty and the Beast.
I don't have any Beauty and the Beast questions.
No, like
Anyway,
Beauty and.
Grace, do you want to help your mom with this last question?
Sure.
All right. I'll give you the mic after I answer, or after I read it. You can't look at the answers, though. Okay, freaking punk. In the Little Red Riding Hood, does what happen? The wolf kills, then imitates the grandmother.
Don't choose D.
Little Red is deceived into mistaking her granny's teeth for rice, her flesh for steak, and her blood for wine. So she eats and drinks and then jumps into bed with the wolf and ends up getting gobbled up herself. Little Red realizes the wolf's attempted trickery and invents a "I desperately gotta use the bathroom" story to escape. After successfully eating the grandmother and Little Red, the wolf falls asleep, but a lumberjack hero appears and makes an opening in the wolf's stomach with an axe. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother come out unharmed and put stones in the wolf's body so that when he wakes up, he's unable to flee and he dies. Or D, upon encountering the wolf in the woods, Little Red makes use of her jujitsu classes and beats up the wolf before continuing on her way to her grandmother's house. What is it?
That was a lot of long explanations. We're not rereading all of those.
I literally don't even know.
Like they were like each one was like a book.
Okay, A.
Oh,
No.
You don't want me to read?
No. But like, have you heard the original story? Because I feel like
That's what this is about, Grace.
Well,
this is
there's
about the original
different
story.
things. Jeez.
what one do you think it is, Grace?
Well, I'm just
David
wanna read
says.
it again.
David said it's, or Ryan says it's D.
I just want to read it again. Can I read it again?
No, I literally have the answer highlighted on this.
Grace, you have got to work with us here. A, B, C, or D? Which one? Just guess.
It's either B or C.
Which one?
Rebecca, I feel like it's up to you to. She brought it down to a 50-50.
I'm gonna say B.
You're going to say it's B. Little Red realizes the wolf's attempted trickery and invents an "I desperately gotta use the bathroom" story in order to escape.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I don't remember that part.
David says C.
David says it's C. It's C.
Yeah.
After successfully eating the grandmother and Little Red, the wolf falls asleep, but a lumberjack hero appears and makes an opening in the wolf's stomach with an axe. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother come out unharmed and put stones in the wolf's body so that when he wakes up, he's unable to flee and dies. What a wild, wild story.
These stories are all horrifying. I think I got 0 points.
You got 2, I think.
Grace starts a new job next week, right? On Tuesday? Tuesday.
Hey.
At a golf course. She's going to be cart girl
Cart girl.
with purple highlights.
Dyeing my
Oh,
hair
perfect.
right
You're gonna
now,
fit in.
yeah.
With all the old guys.
Ryan, Grace, could you reenact it for us?
What?
The Little Red Riding Hood coming out of the wolf's body and then filling it with rocks. Oh, and then they sewed it back up so that whenever he woke up, he didn't realize what happened
Oh.
as well.
And then he just feels like he has like kidney stones.
Yep. The wolf kills and imitates the grandmother.
10 pounds overnight.
This is weird. I can't get up. Little Red is deceived into mistaking her granny's teeth for rice, her flesh for meat, and her blood for wine. So she eats, drinks, and then jumps into bed with the wolf. Ends up getting gobbled up herself. That was an adaptation of the story, but it was an ogre. They changed the wolf into an ogre, and he basically tricks Little Red into eating her grandmother. A lot of eating people in these old fairy tales.
Such a positive story, such a positive evening. I'm so glad that we can learn valuable lessons from these.
We have one more tea.
Oh, this must be the one where there's poison.
It's called Enchanted Forest. Grace, you want to try it?
Probably better hot.
Definitely, but it is a black
Also
tea, so you
good.
could ice it. You know, not bad. It's pretty good. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I like the way this turned out.
Oh no, it's good when you slurp it.
Is it?
Slurp it. It's good.
Grace says it's gross, but
good.
whatever. I think you're gross. Anyway, that was really mean. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support and for listening. Go out and get some tea and watch some Rhett and Link, and then you can actually don't, because we get a lot of ideas from there. Anyway, that's all from us. Until next time, my name's Nathan.
And I'm Rebecca. We out.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right. Well, lots of tea here.
That was good.
You like that?
I like that better than the baby food.
Well, me too. Me too.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. Yeah, you
Hey
can see
guys.
it's over here. I always
Okay,
forget.
so the look on Grace's face when you were slurping was classic Mom, your ridiculous moment. Please watch it back, Rebecca. That's how that went.
Alrighty,
Go
guys.
watch Cruella, guys. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Nate, we'll
Alrighty.
talk to you later. Okay.
We are gonna go eat food. I have not eaten since lunch. and
Same.
I'm starving
I have not eaten
Marvin.
since breakfast.
So, all right, trying to one up me. What? I had breakfast for lunch, so suck it. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night.